Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Handling HTTP authentication challenges with urllib3, a comprehensive tutorial. urllib3, a powerful Python library for HTTP requests, provides robust mechanisms to handle various authentication challenges, including basic, digest, and custom authentication schemes. This tutorial details how to effectively manage these challenges, focusing on practical examples and best practices. 1. Understanding HTTP authentication. HTTP authentication is a mechanism to verify the identity of a client before granting access to a protected resource. Common schemes include *basic authentication * sends username and password in base64 encoded format in the authorization header. Simple, but insecure for transmitting sensitive credentials over non-HTTPS connections. *digest authentication * a more secure alternative to basic authentication. It uses a challenge-response mechanism, avoiding the transmission of credentials in clear text. *custom authentication * for specialized authentication flows not covered by standard schemes, you'll need to implement custom handling. 2. Basic authentication with urllib3. The simplest approach is to provide credentials directly during request creation using urllib3.pool manager. This method directly includes the credentials in the request. Remember that basic authentication transmits credentials in plain text. Never use this method over unencrypted HTTP connections. 3. Digest authentication with urllib3. Digest authentication is more secure because it avoids sending the password directly. urllib3 handles this automatically if the server responds with a 401 unauthorized response including a www authenticate header specifying the digest scheme. urllib3 automatically handles the challenge response sequence for digest authentication. If the server supports it, you'll get a successful response. 4. Handling authentication with retry for robustness. Network issues or temporary server errors might result in failed authentication attempts. Using the retry object enhances robustness. This example retries up to 3 times with exponential backoff, waiting 0, 0.5, and 1.0 seconds between attempts, for HTTP errors, 401, 500, 502, 503, 504. Adjust total, backoff _factor, and status _forCellist as needed for your application. 5. Custom authentication. For non-standard authentication schemes, you'll need to implement custom handling. This usually involves creating a custom authentication handler that intercepts the 401 unauthorized response and sends the appropriate authentication details. This is more advanced and often requires interacting with the server's API documentation for specific authentication instructions. 6. Security best practices. Avoid basic authentication over HTTP. Always use HTTPS to protect credentials. Use strong passwords. Implement robust password management practices. Consider OAuth 2.0 or other secure authentication protocols. For modern applications, these offer superior security compared to basic and digest authentication. Handle exceptions appropriately. Use try except blocks to catch and handle potential errors during authentication and requests. Store credentials securely. Never hard-code credentials directly in your code. Use environment variables or secure configuration management systems. This detailed tutorial provides a foundation for handling HTTP authentication in your Python applications using urllib3. Remember to adapt these examples to your specific authentication scheme and security requirements. Always prioritize secure coding practices to protect sensitive information. Consult the official urllib3 documentation for the most up-to-date information and advanced features.